How impressive is the seafood in Goa? It's fresh, super delicious, and if you know the right places, you will surely get a bang for your buck. Every time we visit Goa, we try to show you the hidden gems for seafood. We've been to a lot of seafood restaurants around the beaches in North Goa, but this time it was time to leave the beautiful beaches of North Goa and drive for nearly 25 kilometers. On this journey, we will pass by Panjim city, the capital of Goa, and explore some iconic places there. And then we will make our way further down towards Donapaula to explore a few more places, and then finally we will visit this gorgeous looking restaurant to have some delectable Goan food. Welcome or welcome back to our channel. I am Gavin.
I'm Rose.
And I'm Adrian.
I'm Rufina.
Well guys, before we get into the video, let me introduce our pilot for today. And here we have Amol. Amol, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. Thank you.
That's great.
How are you?
All good, all good. So guys, Amol is very friendly and we know him since a long time. We've been together for many trips. Last time we went to Old Goa and many other places. So if you are anywhere in Goa, you have to call him up if you want a taxi, because he has a great 7-seater car. I will leave a number of his in the description. The car is very comfortable, it is spacious, and there is good air conditioning inside. And Amol will be available for you. Just let him know at least 24 hours in advance.
Yeah.
So Amol, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking, Amol. And now please fasten your seat belts. And our first stop will be at Panjim Church.
Alright, we have made it to Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception Church. If you are in Panjim, you just can't miss this massive, picturesque structure with the zigzagging stairways. It's stunning, isn't it? The church was built in the 16th century and the church houses the second largest bell in Goa, which was moved here in 1871. Originally from the Augustinian monastery of Saint Augustine in Old Goa. There is a lot of interesting history that is associated with this iconic place in Panjim. So on your next visit to Panjim, make sure you don't miss out on this place. Fontainhas, it's the Latin quarter of Panjim, which is known for its colorful Portuguese-style houses, narrow streets and art galleries. Strolling through Fontainhas feels like stepping back in time. You'll see houses in shades of mostly red, green, yellow and blue. The Mandvi River. This is one of the most prominent rivers in Goa, and if you're visiting Panjim, you'll definitely get a glimpse of this river. The Mandvi River serves as a lifeline for the state's capital Panjim. Flowing for about 77 kilometers, it originates from the Western Ghats and ends up into the Arabian Sea. One of the main attractions of the Mandvi River is the scenic cruises it offers. Sunset cruises are particularly popular, offering mesmerizing views as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky with vibrant hues. Moreover, the sidewalk at the riverfront is perfect for a walk. Not too far away from here are some famous restaurants where you can savor some delicious Goan cuisine. So after almost an hour, we have made it to the restaurant Segundo Vairo. Amol, thank you so much for getting us here. And we will be heading inside and checking out the food inside. So guys, stay tuned and keep watching till the end. we've got a corner spot here inside Segundo Bairro, and look what we have on our table. So this is some kokum drink. Looks very refreshing for this hot weather in Goa. Let me take a sip of this and let you know. Yeah, it's a bit tangy. It has soda obviously, and the freshness of the mint makes it even more refreshing. So if you can't take the heat here in Goa and if you want to refresh yourselves, I would recommend having this kokum sharbat once you're here. Guys, I have Mr. Karmo here. He is the owner. Hi Karmo.
Hi, how are you?
Good,
Gavin?
good. I'm good.
Great to have you with us today.
Glad to be here as well, and I love the ambience of this place because you have a lot of these small murals on your walls and lovely frames and some Goan art that you've
Yes,
displayed there on
yes,
the tables.
that's right.
So once you're here, guys, you will definitely be glad that you're in Goa. Right?
Fantastic.
Yes. So guys, Karmo here has helped us with a number of items. Obviously, we are around 4 to 5 of us, so we've ordered a lot, and we've ordered more than what we need because we want to show our viewers variety in our vlog. So Karmo, when did you start this restaurant?
Yeah, coming to the restaurant, the idea took shape during COVID.
During COVID.
During COVID, yes.
So it's like
So-
almost 4 years now.
No, this is 2.5 years now.
2.5.
Yes, so the idea took place and finding the right place,
Okay.
something that, would have been able to do types during COVID times. So
Right.
that's what took time.
Right.
So we started on the 1st of Jan 2022, and we started at a place in Santa Cruz called Segundbair. So that is how we have a name as Segundbair Goan Restaurant and Bar.
Right.
Okay, and the idea was to do an absolute traditional Goan restaurant,
Okay.
not the types having a bit of this and a bit of that, but focused totally on our traditional Goan cuisine,
That's lovely.
and that's what has really paid off.
That's lovely.
Much appreciated by all.
Yes, and this sounds very good to us because we are actually on the hunt for authentic Goan restaurant.
Yes.
So I'm glad I got the opportunity to come here all the way from Kalangur, and I'm sure getting all the fragrances from your kitchen, I'm sure the food is going to be fantastic.
Food will be fantastic. We have a guarantee. Our motto is satisfaction guaranteed or you don't pay.
And if you guys aren't aware, I'm in touch with Karmo since almost 2 to 3 years. That's because we are on this Facebook group. So cheers to everyone watching from Goa Paradise and Dreams. The name has now changed to Goa Outrageous and Adventurous. Yeah. Well guys, we have a mother and daughter duo here. That is Sarita and Kay. Kay is going to talk to us and they are from Kalangut. So Kay, since how long have you been coming here?
We've been coming here multiple times.
Multiple times.
Yeah, it's been like I think our third time here today.
Third time?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's nice. And what about the food here? What is your favorite dish?
My favorite is like the sausage stuffed squids.
Squids.
Yes.
And what about mums?
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Ah, okay.
Rashado.
I'm going to have that today.
Rashado.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so thank you so much for talking to us and I hope you have a pleasant day ahead and enjoy your meal. I have Maria here, she's the head chef, and guys, look what she's been cooking. So these are some lovely prawns that's been sizzling away. What are these, Maria?
It's a prawns rashad.
Prawns reshad fry. Okay, amazing. So we've given a lot of work to Maria, I'm sorry. We've given her a long list today. And guys, this is their kitchen, this is the entire staff. So we just can't wait to get the food on our table. Thank you so much, Maria. We are excited to try your food. Look at all the seafood that we have on our tables, guys. So this is the prawns reshado. Let me try this. It's got lovely reshado masalas fried really well in oil, and the prawns taste absolutely fantastic. I will need a plate because I'm going to review a lot of these. Okay. Now this here is a very unique item here. This is eggplant which is fried in reshado. So we tasted this already, and this one as well has a mild coating of the reshado, and the eggplant inside is very soft, something very unique. We love the taste of this one as well. review the squids fry. So this is squids batter fry. Squids batter fry has a mild flavor just like it's supposed to have, and this is the mayo and with carrot and all in this. So you have to dip this in this, and that's when it tastes fantastic. This is one of our favorites. Adrian, me and Mama, we all love this one. Now let's try the fish. So this one you see here is morso, okay, and this one is fried in some lovely sauce. As you can see here, it has onions and all the different kinds of masalas, tomatoes and all in it. So we saw that frying in the kitchen, and let's go for this one. No wonder they are rated number 1 out of 26 restaurants in Dona Paula on TripAdvisor. And here there is another item. This is called the chicken cutlet pav. So look at the huge piece of cutlet inside. It's got some veggies, and this bread in Goa is called poi. So it's not like a regular bread. Let's taste this. You don't have to go outside at the food cart to have this, guys. The cutlet pav here is so impressive. I did not expect it to be this good. What I love the most is that the cutlet inside is crispy on the outside, but at the same time it is flavorful and soft on the inside. And the flavors are not very strong. The flavors are nice and mild as well. So very good combination that I have here in my hand. I'm going to take another bite. I think Amol liked the prawns, right?
Oh yes, that's why I've just take one more though.
Yes, Amol loved the food. Yeah, he liked the prawns. And here is Adrian. She's taking the eggplant rechado. What's your review?
This is very unique.
Very different. Yes, correct. And Madhin is making the most out of the squids batter fry. What's your review?
It's nice. Something different.
Something different, yes. And what about this item? Mama is going to taste this for us in morso. Mama, can you please try this?
It's very nice and tasty, and all the spices are nicely blended.
Yes, that's correct.
It tastes very good.
Very good, that's right. So guys, as you can see here, we are having an absolute feast on our tables, and guess what? These are just the starters. The main course is yet to come. Adrian here is putting the ukde tandoor. So this is very staple to Goa, you know. Not a lot of people know this. Look at the color of this rice, guys. It is brown rice, and along with that we have some fish gravy here. Adrian is going to take that as well. Okay. Which fish is this?
Kingfish.
Kingfish, okay. So Adrian, take a piece. And look at this massive lepo thali that we have here. So there's lepo thali here, and this is the bombil thali. So I'll quickly give you a short tour of this. So this is the kokum, this is bende, lady fingers, this looks like kismore, this is tisrio, and this is crab sukka, and this is lepo. Lepo is sole fish. This one is the red rice, and to cool down for the summers they have given watermelon, and here is some gravy. So look at both the thalis, guys. Everything is the same in this thali. It's just that the bombil separates both the thalis, bombil and the lepo. Adrian is someone who loves brown rice. I am not a big fan of brown rice, to be honest, but I am going to definitely taste this because I am having this after a very long time. Adrian, what's your review?
This is reminding me of the olden times.
Olden
When we
days.
were young, we used to have this.
You are still young, but yeah, I understand. This reminds Adrian of her school days when she would come here for vacation. And guys, look at Mama here. She's got the brown rice, so does Madhin. And Amol here has the lepo thali. So Amol, we started having the lepo thali. What's the taste like?
As I see this brown rice here, it's very completely but this is something unique here.
Something very unique.
Unique,
I haven't
yeah.
seen this in any of the.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so I would rather recommend this place whenever I'm around the Dana Paola.
Yes.
And I also recommend my friends and just to come and try, give
Yes.
a taste. So that will, by coming only, you come to know how it is like.
Exactly. We finished our lunch and now heading over to Kalangut, guys, and you can see the bright smile on Amol's face and everyone here behind. They want to go home and sleep. Madin is lost in her own world. We enjoyed the food at Segundo Vairo. If you are anywhere in Dona Paula, make sure you pay them a visit. And I hope you enjoyed watching the video. So until the next video, take care, stay safe and stay positive.